How many peanut butter sandwiches do you have to eat? You, specifically, listening, before, like, just thinking about it makes you want to fucking throw up, you know? It's not going to take me too much longer. I'm literally, yeah, let's just talk about what's happened so far this week. My first week back here. Cacao. So, I keep getting interrupted. I've filmed this I don't know how many fucking times. I hope I can get it done this time without being interrupted again. This is the place, my second pickup, and I'll get to that in a minute, but this is the place where I decided that I was not going to work here anymore. And I'm back. Come on, AC, don't fail me now. I turned it off for a second because it's nice and cool outside, but I don't want all the fucking noise coming in while I'm trying to talk. So, I flew in on Monday. Truck was gonna get a little brief look over or whatever, and then we're gonna go from there. Well, so I get in. My boss, the boss man himself, comes to O'Hare Airport in Chicago, which is about 50 minutes away from the yard. He drove out there to come get me himself, which was really awesome. Instead of paying for an Uber, because I didn't know how the fuck I was going to pay for the Uber to get there. Because I had to get the Uber to the airport in Oklahoma City. And, yeah. So, because I'm running pretty low on fucking money right now. I didn't work for that whole week that I was there in Oklahoma City. And, yeah, they didn't pay me for the orientation that I sat through. They didn't pay me for anything, but they did pay for my hotel room for a whole fucking week, basically. Plane ticket, the Uber getting to the airport to O'Hare, the Uber getting taken back from the Oklahoma City airport. So they paid for that, and I didn't have to come out of pocket for anything. So I guess that it kind of washed itself out, or they were kind of in debt more than I was. So. I get flown in, I land, my boss comes to get me. The truck needs to get looked at just briefly, make sure nothing's wrong with it. They bring it in, you know, we go eat, you know, he takes me, we go to a Mexican restaurant, eat some fucking Mexican food. I hadn't eaten all day, so that was amazing, it was great. And he's like, man, you want some ice cream? I was like, fuck yeah, I want some ice cream. So we went and got some fucking ice cream. So yeah, some Baskin Robbins. I asked for 1 scoop, they gave me 2. You know, it's like, wow, things are looking around, things are turning around, looking up over here. Yeah, well, that didn't take long for it to fucking roll back over again. So, I am able to sleep in my truck. I realized at that point, this mattress fucking sucks. I feel every single spring in this mattress. Every single fucking spring. The doors don't shut. I have them taped right now. It did come with a microwave, and it did come with an 1100 watt inverter. So, it's missing the curtains on the passenger side, and I have curtains on the driver's side, but I might as well fucking take those out too, because I just ordered like the visor thing that you put on the window. So I did. I'm gonna go get that. I'm actually picking up a second drop from my load. It's a 2-pick, 2-stop, two pick, 2 drop in Houston, and I'm going to Houston so I can get the rest of my shit on this truck. Alright, hold on. Alright, so the guy has come out twice already and interrupted me, but this time I paused it. And I guess I got here at the right time, because now there's a bunch of fucking trucks behind me. And I'll get to what load I'm on right now in a minute. I already forgot what the fuck I was talking about. So anyways, my truck goes into the shop. They find out that there's 2 hub oil seal leaks and they need to repair them. Well, when they go to take the pieces off, it takes him getting a blowtorch to heat everything up to like expand the metal so that he can get the parts out. So they have to do extra work to it. So Tuesday rolls around after they get it into the shop at like 11 o'clock. There's a load that needs to get picked up that another driver wasn't able to pick up, and it's about an hour away from where the yard's at. So I don't have a truck. So my dispatch is freaking out. Like, can I go get it? How am I going to get it without a truck? Well, we end up working everything out, and we get a loaner truck, basically. It's another truck. It's the truck number that's before I got 8721. That one's 8720. It's like a 2015 or a 2017, between those years, Volvo VNL. I don't even know what model it is, but it is older, much older. The whole dash rattles, and I realized that whenever I turn the fucking music on, and it's bumping. Like, there's a subwoofer hidden somewhere in the truck, and I looked everywhere and I couldn't fucking find it. So it's bumping. Music sounds great, you know. It's fun to listen to music and shit, and I'm jamming or whatever. And I'm like, all right, I'm gonna run out here to pick this load up in Indiana, and I'm gonna call again. And if my truck's ready, I'll come swap trucks, and then I'll just take my truck to Alabama, and then I'll go to the house from there. Well, it didn't work out that way. I found out that, like I said, there's a problem with the hub oil seals. There's an air leak. Uh-oh, he's back. Again, sorry. So there was an air leak in this seat. So, you hear it? Yeah, that's not me farting. That is the seat losing air. So if I'm not sitting on the seat is losing air, and it's also draining air out of the tanks, because everything that's air pressurized in the truck is from the compressor and the storage tanks, the primary and secondary air tanks. So I'm sitting like this, and it's fucking, you know, and then I'll drop, and then it'll seal itself again. Oh, he's back again. He's got to be new or something. So yeah, there's an air leak in the seat, and then of course they didn't fix that. They didn't get to that, but they got the hub oil seals fixed. I hope. We'll see. I don't see any oil leaking when I do my pre-chips, so it seems like it's fine. How come this motherfucker didn't have to tarp his load? I'll get to that. So I head to Indiana, or I head to Alabama. Right, straight from there, so I can drop this load, and then I'll just get another load coming back up to Chicago, and then by then my truck should be done, right? So I get another load from Alabama, and I start heading back up to Indiana. Well, where I'll be dropping is an hour from the shop, from the yard. So I guess he didn't have to come here. So I get there, and my dispatcher's like, hey, do you want to try to go pick up a short haul from Indiana here to Chicago, so you're not driving for free? And I'm like, you know what, fuck it. I need some money. Let's do it. You know, so I'm like, yeah, let's do it. So by this time, I'm running pretty low on clock. And I get to the pickup, and I'm literally like almost out of clock. So I'm like, got 3 hours or so to drive, and I'm driving 2.5 hours in the opposite direction of the yard to go pick this load up. Because the plan was to pick this load up, then come back to the yard, shut down the yard, switch all my shit back over to my truck, which is the one I'm in now. And then go from there. Basically, I'll go 4:30 in the morning or whatever and deliver and whatever. Well, it never worked out that way. So I get to the pickup. It's a tarp load, so it takes me a little bit longer to get it done. It's fucking coil. Luckily, it didn't take them long to get me loaded, so that's great. So I got a single 35,000 pound coil on the back of the truck. I had to tarp it. I tarped it. I'm missing some ratchet straps that I had on my old truck. I'm assuming that was given with the truck, but all my other shit was still on my truck, like all my edge protectors, all my chains, all my straps, and I'm missing like the little cranky thing and the side cranky thing for the trailer to roll up my straps. But I'll get more of those, I suppose. It's more fucking tax write-off, right? So, un momento, por favor. So we get there, I get loaded, and then I start driving back to the yard. I'm gonna be if I drove my clock absolutely out down to the second, I would be an hour away from the yard still. So I was like, fuck, it's already 8 o'clock at night. I need a shower. I hadn't showered yet. I haven't eaten. I think I had 2 spoonfuls of peanut butter and some crackers and a beef stick. That's all I had all day. And I've unloaded and untarped, folded my tarps, and windy ass fucking weather have you. And then I went back to get this coil from in Alabama or in Indiana to take it into another part of Chicago where I was going to drop this morning. So I had to tarp that load. Well, I drove that out. I was still about 2.5 hours away. I got there way late because it was supposed to be delivered at like 4:25, and my clock was just jacked. They would have taken the delivery until 3 in the afternoon, so that's fine. But I was scheduled to be picking this load up that I'm on now at 6 in the morning, which I'll get to in a second. So I get to the drop, the delivery for the last load, right? Not the load I'm on, but the last load. And I literally am, there's like 40 fucking trucks in line. Like, the cops had to come and like talk to the security guard because we were blocking the road and traffic was getting backed up like crazy because there's so many fucking people trying to deliver right now. So like, I'm in the middle of all this shit trying to get unloaded. One fucking coil, and it was like, you pull in, you get unloaded, then you back out, and then you leave, and then the next guy goes in and does the same thing, and over and over and over again. And it's taking fucking forever, right? I was there for like 2 hours. The guy that was in the truck, the loaner truck that I had, he was scheduled to start at noon. He was ready, you know. So like, basically, he grabbed my truck and he drove all the way out to me, which is about 40 minutes away from the shop, from the yard. I keep fucking saying that. And then he brought my truck to me, and then we swapped there right in front of the fucking place. We just stood there. So I was in a rush to get all my shit out of that truck and back into this truck. So I was like, I almost forgot a bunch of shit. Luckily, they put my tarp. I have a little dog box on right there by the back wheels. So there's a nice little box right there where I can keep all my extra shit. Which I'll find a place for my tarp, to put my tarp somewhere, but... Oh, fuck, I'm tired. My clock's like running down every minute that passes. I'm losing time. So I get that delivered. I get the truck swapped out. I'm finally back in my truck, and I'm heading to go pick up the first pick of this load. I get there at about 12:30, and they're on lunch until like 1:30, 2 o'clock. I'm like, God damn, if I would have known that, I would have stopped and tried to get me some food, but I'm just trying to get loaded so I can get here, because next stop is Houston. I need to get home. I need to get all the rest of my shit on my truck. So it has been very stressful. Like, I'm right back where I was, where I'm not showering, I'm not eating, and this was partially due because the loaner truck that I had no APU. It had not APU. It had no inverter. It had no fridge. It had a lot of storage, but it didn't have any of those things. The bed was nice and comfortable, so I slept real good. I think I dreamt twice, and I don't remember the last time I've dreamt. And I slept so fucking hard that I dreamt 2 nights in a row. I'm trying not to yawn because I'm tired. So I get to that first pickup, I get that loaded. It's 2 fucking bundles. It literally takes him like 2 minutes to get the bundles. He loads them both at the same time, and then he switches one bundle over to the next side. And then now I'm at the second location to do a pickup, and now I'm waiting in line. And there's a truck in front of me, and I don't know how long I'm gonna have to wait. But every minute that passes is a minute I'm losing on drive time and my shift for the day. So sorry, I'm switching back. I'm switching to off duty. I've been here for 30 minutes. I need to at least do 30-minute ship and receiver. So, of course, when I get the truck, there's no fuel card. Somebody that had the truck before me has the fuel card, and they're supposed to bring it back this weekend. So they gave me a sticky note with the numbers and shit, and the expiration date and the pin and all that, so that I could use it inside the store, which is a complete fucking pain in the ass. People behind me are already ready to fucking fuel, and I'm having to walk into the store to give them all these fucking numbers. No, I did it the right way, and I put the numbers in to the apps so I could pay at the pump with my phone. So the card is already saved on there, and then whenever I find my way back to Chicago, I'll just do that. But if I have to like fuel at an unknown place, I'll have to actually go inside and do it that way. Well, I go to fuel today because, of course, I picked the truck up, and they never have fuel in these trucks, ever. And despite me being a company driver, they still don't have fuel in the truck. So every fucking truck I've been in has been almost on empty. Every single one. My 2021, this 2019, and the 2017 or whatever it was that I took as a loaner. I had to go get fuel immediately because I wasn't even going to make it to the pickup, which is only an hour away. So, and of course, you don't know the nuances of a new truck. You're in a brand new truck. It's new to you. You don't know, like, the 2021's depth sensor was all fucked up. So it would say it's full, but it's not full. It would throw a code every once in a while. The loaner had a problem with the blinkers on the front of the truck. All the other blinkers worked, but that blinker on the front of the truck didn't work. So I got a 2019 Volvo VNL 640, I think. So it's not as tall. I can still stand straight up in the truck, so there's no problem with that. The bed fucking sucks. I've already said that. And there's an inverter and a fridge in here, so it's not all that bad. And I've gotten a lot less stressed out once I got into this truck, because now I know that was my main mission, was get my truck back so I can get back to Houston. So now I'm gonna probably have to drive out my clock for 2 days. I don't know, we'll see. I'm 18 hours away at this point, to 19 hours away from Houston right now. And I need to get there for my shit, and I need to get the transponder toll passes. I've got like 2 stickies that I need to put next to the transponder so that I can go to like Ohio and go to Texas. I'm sorry, I'm so tired. So I'm about to eat another fucking peanut butter sandwich and wait to get the rest of this load. It'll probably be dark by the time I leave, and then I'll probably let's say right now, this very moment, I have 4.5 hours that I can drive legally before I have to stop, and the closest fucking truck stop is an hour away. So hopefully within the next 2 hours they get me loaded, so I can at least get the fuck out of here, because I'm gonna need to get tarped, and I gotta take the tarp off this load. It's got to get retarped when they put the rest of the shit on here, which is the same product. I don't know why the fuck I had to drive all the way out here to get the rest of it. Whatever. It's paying $3,300. Not to me, to the truck. I'm a company driver now, so let's hope that the pays start to pay off. You know, like I'll start seeing some good checks coming in and shit, and I can get regular and start making some fucking money. Remember, just ladies, all I fucking ready to take care. I'll see you on another time.